All right, this is a noon strike public service announcement. I have been trying to set up some of the live streams for the future, and unfortunately, YouTube has not been taking the right time down, even though I set it properly. So, yeah, be aware that hit or miss is always going to be at 9 Eastern on Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock, because there is no way I can do hit or miss and have anybody on the panel at noon. There's just no way. So it's just a small public service announcement. Other than that, no, not PS at Palmetto State Armory. Public service announcement. So there's that. Yeah. Am I here right now? Yes, I am here right now. I am. But I've just got this on just for a little while, just to let you guys know that YouTube. I've been setting up the live streams in the scheduled calendar for YouTube, but unfortunately, YouTube has been screwing up the times that I keep setting. It's also screwing up the dates too, where it's like I'm supposed to do hit or miss on Tuesday. It's been setting it for like Thursday and Friday. I'm like, what the hell? So it's not necessarily my fault, but I guess I'm going to take the blame anyways. Until budget shows up, and then I can blame it on him for technical difficulties. So, yeah, you thought something happened, Gabriel. Don't worry about it. This is people. The time was wrong on my hit or miss video, so I had to go and do that. There are a whole bunch of people commenting on it, so I figured I'd just make a quick PSA about it. So you're not missing everything. If you want to come back at 9 p.m., go ahead. Melnut saying bad programming or YouTube overloads messing around. Overlord's messing around. Yeah. Overlord or overload. Take your pick. Daylight strike. Yeah, day strike. Oh, I'm going to have to change my name to Day Strike or make a separate account, which is Day Strike. There we go. All right. See you later, M. Gabriel. Take it easy. So, otherwise, that's it. So, yeah, I know, and I believe that everyone knows, but you know what? I'm not going to automatically assume because, making assumptions makes an ass out of you and an ass out of me. Not that I mind being an ass, but some other people might. So. And hello, Warsaw. So with that, I'm going to kill this and move on because I have nobody to be on the panel at this hour. And, yeah. I actually got to go back and do some work and figure out how in the hell I'm going to headspace this bolt on the M1 because I really don't want to have to buy. I really don't want to have to buy a set of headspace gauges. Tony, shouldn't you be working building houses or something right now? Or are you taking the day off? Well, I started at noon, Zeke. So. I don't know if I really want to, John. I really don't want to. I don't want to turn this into a chat. Fine. Oh, Tony's doing the Lord's work today. He's working in the office doing huge invoices. All right. I ain't sending any links out. You click on that if you want to jump in and say something. I'm doing the bare minimum this afternoon. I just got to turn my headset on. I can't hear anything right now. It's great.
Are we working?
I don't know. No, you're hardly working.
Hardly working. I don't even know where the window is that this is live.
It is live. It's at the top right. Live.
No, it opened up a window, but I'm not sure where it opened up the window. Because I have like 75 windows open.
Well, that's your problem, John.
So what's up?
Nothing.
I haven't talked to you in a minute.
Yeah, gee, I wonder why, John.
Where you been?
I've been busy. Uh-oh.
Hey!
Uh-oh, look what the cat just dragged in.
Kitty!
Now you're saying you're doing the bare minimum this afternoon. How's that any different than any of your other shows?
Hey, at least my other shows have structure. Or at least they
try. What?
They try to have structure.
No, they don't. Just you screaming shall not be infringed for an hour.
No, that's not hit or miss. I actually read news articles. We talk about topics. I actually have a structured set for hit or miss. Whether we follow it or not, that's up to the panelists.
Oh, okay.
I've been a little worried about you because I haven't heard you go all out on shall not be infringed.
Yeah, I'm feeling infringed right now.
Well, it's me and Kitty. You should feel that way, right?
Well, no, John, you're from New York. I'm feeling it from here.
I'm actually not from New York.
Oh, I'm sorry, New Jersey.
Correct.
Oh,
it's official. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but that's where life has taken me. So that's where I gotta go.
That's even worse than New York.
Which is
well,
funny.
I'll actually be about 30 minutes from Philly.
That's not a whole big of an improvement.
No.
I know, but I'm way South Jersey, so at least I'm not in the rest of Jersey up there by the head.
And I'm saying it's funny because AWAG just moved from southern New Jersey to South Carolina.
I know. Listen, baby steps. Unfortunately, I got to take.
You should move down here, John. There's tons of New Yorkers down here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
my condolences.
Well, it's nice because half of them decide to go back to New York or go to Florida because quote unquote in the New York accent, there's too many rednecks here.
Thank God, because I'm a redneck at heart. I think I was definitely born in the wrong area, but I definitely think I was born in the wrong era for being a redneck at heart.
You might have been. I won't lie there.
Anyway, so I just look at it like I moved to Jersey, right, from New York. Thank God I got out of New York. Unfortunately, it's New Jersey. But I'm hoping after Jersey, maybe within a year, we'll see what life has planned for me, that I'll be able to go further west. But one thing at a time, Circumstances for everybody is not exactly what they want at times.
Yeah, well, further south would be better than further west, quite honestly.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah. The only downside to moving further south is you have to watch out for hurricanes. But other than that and humidity, it's kind of nice down here.
You know what? I've seen in states that were never hit by any kind of Mother Nature's never touched in the past. All of a sudden, those states have been hit by a few things. So I don't think it really matters where you go, because when poop hits the fan, it hits the fan, and you can never tell. So as long as you're ready, I think you should be fine, minus the few setbacks or hills life puts in front of you.
Yeah. When life throws you lemons, you move to New Jersey.
And next time it throws you lemons, you move again. You know.
And then they end up smelling like piss, like New Jersey.
Well, you know what? We have to do the license thing and go into the main cities, and I'm like, holy crap! Those places really are horrible. I thought we had some bad places in New York, and we do, but you go to New Jersey, I mean, you really do have those homeless people giving each other the COVID-19 shot all over the place. I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. I mean, oh wow, it was bad. But we won't be near those because we're so far south that we're super close to Philly, to Pennsylvania, and super close to Delaware.
Jason says he's not a redneck anymore. He keeps his hair long during the summer now. I don't know what that means, Jason, but if that means you shave the mullet off, good job.
Oh, Black Cat, F-150 extended cab. Is that good enough to do a move, or should I get like a 7-passenger minivan if I don't want to rent a U-Haul? Where'd he go?
Oh, he's still there.
What's that?
F-150 extended cab. Is that good for a move, or should I get a U-Haul?
How much stuff do you got to move?
20 boxes and some furniture. Really not a lot. We're gonna end up having to do two trips anyway for that.
You should be able to make it work if you only have 2 trips you got to make. Have to
Okay.
get creative in how you stack shit.
Yeah, I don't want to drive the 10-foot truck because I'd have to go the commercial way.
Yeah, you should be fine.
I mean, I'm sure I figured out how to jury rig enough stuff in a pickup truck to make a move from something like that if it's only like 20 boxes and some furniture.
Yeah, I can get it for 2 days, for 3 days actually. I can get it for a little over $100 at my job because of the employee discount.
Oh, well, that's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have 3 days to do it, yeah, you can make multiple trips.
Yeah, we the third day we just want to stay there, just relax, and then come back, finish up what we have to do, and then she's back to what she needs to do, and then I might be out of a job because my manager hasn't called me back yet. It's been a week. He's trying to find me something to transfer to at the job, or maybe I'll have to take a leave of absence.
Yeah. Tony's saying the girly beds they put on trucks now suck. I have to order long beds on F-150 now.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have to worry about gas, Outcast. It comes with a rental. It's unlimited.
You have to refill it,
Yeah, but it's cheap though. As long as many miles as you can get on the vehicles these days, it's really not bad.
Yeah, well, it amounts. It really gets down to how much stuff you're moving and how heavy the stuff is.
Yeah, it's 20 boxes and some furniture. Yeah, it's not a lot. Right. And in 2 trips, it's not going to be any weight on the vehicle.
Yeah. So, didn't really want to turn this into a chat, but people are forcing me to. Man.
Where did Kitty go?
He had to go turn paperwork in. Okay. Remember, he's still on the road.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember the rest of that song.
I think actually from where I'll be, if there's ever another rally in Harrisburg, I'll actually be able to make it. Yeah. So that's actually a good thing.
Ghost Shadow's going on again about him leaving Alaska.
Or is he leaving Alaska?
Well, he left Alaska.
That's
When
a
I
pretty
left
big change.
Alaska, had a fully loaded 53-foot trailer that I made 17 trips towing a double axle trailer to move everything.
Holy cow.
At that point, you need to get rid of some stuff.
Seriously.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll only be 2.5 hours away. 3 hours max from Harrisburg if I'm where I'm going now in New Jersey.
Yay. Well,
Okay,
no,
that's
not really yay for Jersey, but you know.
Yeah. You know what? It's 50-50. I can't hope for perfection because I haven't won the lottery. But I'll settle for what I can get. That's not like totally horrible.
Yeah, I haven't won the
As
lottery
bad
yet
as it
either.
is, as bad as it is, I'll settle for moderately okay.
Yeah, if I could win the lottery, then you know I'd be hiring people for GunTube. I'd be doing it right. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, no lottery for Night Strike.
no, same here. New York Outcast. With all the moving right now, Rob, there's no way I'll be able to do anything else with everything going on. I still have to do some changes. Go to the doctor. Yeah, there's no way I'll be able to get to that. I'm sorry.
Yes, Honda. I'm always awake before noon. I usually wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock.
I like Tony's
Tony!
response. That's the only thing that can get Night Strike to move.
Tony says they had an earthquake and he rolled out of bed. Yeah, no, I don't roll. I stand up. Tony thinks he's some funny guy talking about rolls.
Ghost Shadow really had some kind. That's like a full house move. A 50-foot trailer and a double axe.
53-foot and a double axle trailer.
Wow.
Yeah, that means he had a ton of crap to move.
Yeah, I don't even have a third of that much crap.
Yeah.
And I'll be getting rid of
I
stuff
thought you could fit everything in one box, you know, with you.
Yeah. Although my shredder is not quite living up to its potential.
Yeah.
And I can't have burn barrels over here like Black Cat can have in PA.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to have a barrel out here in South Carolina. You just make sure it doesn't, you know, spread.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can get a hefty fine for that over here.
Well, it's New York and New Jersey. Are you really surprised?
Yeah, true. Hey, Jason, you take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, later, Jason.
I wish I had that many tools. Just a couple tons in tools. Lucky bastard.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'd like to be able to get a new a lathe and a CNC mill.
I would just love to be able to get a regular saw table and just a couple of desk things.
Right. Well, I've already got circular saws. I've got jigsaws.
You have a table saw?
I have a circular saw. You know,
but you don't have a metal table saw.
I don't have a table saw because I don't have a place to put it.
You know how to. You know, if you have some extra wood laying around, you can actually make a table saw from your circular saw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can't. I've seen it. But as I said, my major problem is that, hey, guess what? I don't have any place to put it. See, that's the bad thing about having a nice house and lots of land, but no garage.
Can't you put it outside and keep it covered?
No, I only have a carport.
Isn't that enough?
Not when you've got, 3 lawnmowers on the carport.
Hmm. You got actual lawnmowers, like sit-down mowers, or
yeah?
Okay.
I've got 2 sit-down mowers, 1 push, and 1 finish mower.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. Those can take up some
space. The pull behind is for the tractor. This Ford 1710 diesel, and I've got a 0 turn, then I've got a shitty old Craftsman that keeps breaking and I keep having to fix.
Yeah, whatever
That's
you
why
and
that's why I got the zero turn to literally replace that Craftsman. But I decided to get that Craftsman fixed anyways, just because of the factor that, hey, I think it's probably better to have more than one. And unfortunately, in this case, I was right.
Well, Mel the Nut is right. It's time to build the pole barn.
If I had the money to, I would. I just don't have.
Don't they have? Now? I mean, they don't get me wrong. They have $3,000 versions. They have $500 versions. You could order a prefabricated one and put it together yourself. You
Yeah,
don't have for a couple $100. You don't have to have the largest thing they have available.
the problem is I need one that I can put the tractor in, my generators,
No,
the
you
lawnmowers.
just need one where you have like your tool shed where you could do stuff with your tools. You really just need a small one for that.
Yeah, I know. I need more than just small, John.
Uh,
Unfortunately,
I guess,
because
but
of crime, I need something a little bit more heavy duty.
yeah, I would love to have the room for something like that too.
Mm. That,
You know,
that's why I've got everything chained up on the carport. It's literally chained to one of the to one of the pillars of the house because I got steel pillars coming out of concrete uh, that's lifting up one side of the house. So
yeah, Outcast. I know you need the cement slab, but I don't know what his land is. What his current status of his land is. He might have slabs laying around on the land. I don't know if everything is like 100% grass.
I have one slab lying on the ground that used to be for what you call it a dog kennel. You know, I could remove the fences and put a what you call it a shed there. But the issue is it's not very big.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mel said that. And artist Tony looks like he's ready to come over and build it for you.
Yeah, Tony's been helping me come up with a design because I want to. I'm trying to work on clearing some of that back so that me and AWAG can have I want to have a 300-yard range. We did measure the land, and I do have enough. Length to have a 300-yard range. The only real problem is getting enough money together to clear that out so I can have the range.
Get those mowers running, baby.
It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more intense than that. So,
Well, you got to start somewhere, right?
oh yeah, I'm Snake Doctor 78. I know he can. It's just I gotta find a way to come up with the money to get that. I mean, short of selling all my guns, and even then, that
You
probably would be enough.
wait. Hold on a second. I'm sure you have people. I mean, in your type of area, I'm sure you could find like free wood to take like projects apart for people and reclaim that material. In your type of area, there are definitely people moving and selling stuff or whatever, and I probably would love to have some buildings taken apart on their property.
Yeah.
Get one or two people, take it apart, reclaim it. I'm pretty sure they won't charge you for anything.
Actually, a lot of people that want stuff demolished here, they want you to pay them for it, and I'm like, wait, what?
Okay, you don't. So you don't go to those people. You go to the people who say you go to them. Listen, I hear or I heard or I saw it somewhere that you want this place taken down. I could do it. I could do it for free for you, and it'll just cost the material that I reclaim from those buildings. I'm sure there are plenty of people that would be willing to do that, and you'd have a crap load of material to build something, at least halfway decent for yourself until you can finish it off later.
Right. Right. So, wow, that must be some paperwork he's working on. I think it's been longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Uh-oh.
What's this here?
It's guns and barbecue. The perfect combination to anybody's day.
Oh my god. He's muted. Thank God.
This is what you get for dropping the link in the chat there.
I mean, you're not so bad, but the rest of us he's got in here. He just left that link wide open.
Oh. Hey, Gun Library Garrett. How's it going, buddy? Reclaiming material is labor intensive. Just go to Home Depot. New York Outcast is contradicting you, John. He's saying, get new shit. Don't be that cheap. It's not that much.
I'm just saying the stuff is available. People are out there willing to give this stuff away for free and just so the work can get done. I'm just saying, if you don't have the money, it's not the worst way to go about getting that material.
New York Outcast says, I thought I was the cheap SOB of the group. Well, no, you're not. You're not. You're up there, but you're not quite. I mean, John takes
I heard
on that.
I heard cheap and SOBs. You guys talking about me or what?
Well, we didn't want to assume.
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
Right. Makes an ass out of me and an ass out of you.
Yeah.
No, just you, basically.
Well,
he doesn't need any help making an ass out of himself.
Yeah, no, I don't need any help.
Hi, Steve Guns and Barbecue came in.
Yep.
I did. How you doing, Black Cat?
I'm finishing up work.
Yeah, but Gun Library Garrett says, buy tools and make all your material. Well, I do have enough trees that I could cut down. Yes, I could just go and buy one of those PTO what is it? Lumber mills that you just throw on the back of your tractor, and you can make all your wooden planks out of that.
Yeah, that won't cost you a dime.
Well, no,
I'm being facetious.
The thing is that the mill itself will cost the most, and I don't have the money for that right now.
I'm just being facetious because everybody's arguing that my idea is not the best, but
yeah.
I'm just.
What are you doing with your wood, Night Strike?
I'm not doing anything with it, thanks.
You sure?
should see a doctor about that. You should see a doctor about that.
Doesn't surprise me. Just like high school, you don't get to do anything with your wood.
Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, go to Union construction sites, buy leftover materials. Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea either.
No, it's not.
I don't have a lot of tools because, like New York Outcast said, New York space is very limited. So what I have is not a lot, but I did find a lot of it at people doing garage sales. I did get a few good deals at like Home Depot and Lowe's and all those things. And it's just a mixture of stuff that works and it gets me by.
I know you're not, Tony. I know. I'm just brainstorming here. First I got to be able to have a place to be able to put the building down on first. So I have to get the land cleared and I have to get a slab put down.
You go to the right place, you can put your wood. You go to the right place, you can get your wood inside anywhere.
What?
No,
we can't.
We're not going down that route. No, stop.
Yeah, Night Strike likes big open places.
Oh my god!
Ooh,
stop.
Ouch!
Stop.
Night Strike puts his wood in all kinds of odd places. Think about where he's from.
No, I'm sure he's a little pickier than that.
Stop. Any monetization has gone out the window there.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
We do what we can.
No,
You put the link out in the chat after I said I was going to come in. You knew what you were in for right there.
I'm glad you did because I'm packing and I need to take a break because I'm getting bored.
Oh.
Bored from packing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. It really isn't.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look who's just jumped in.
Did you come in to correct sexual innuendos at Night Strike?
I figures my phone would start ringing right when
Tony.
There you go. Go answer your phone. No, he did not jump in for that.
I can't see the chat, but I can only imagine.
Don't even get me started.
Now, you're the one that started talking about your wood. We didn't. You started this.
I did not talk about any wood whatsoever.
Actually, I brought up Night Strike's wood.
That's not the first time that a guy's done that.
Well, I got skills.
Yeah, New York Outcast is saying Night Strike would have a heart attack trying to make his own stuff. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, ass.
All you need is a couple of pills, baby. I'll show you which ones work.
You know, New York Outcast says, John, your idea could work, but it's hard to find good stuff, and you shouldn't cheap out on a roof. But yes, it could be done.
I can tell you many stories about trying to reclaim lumber. You end up spending more time. First of all, if you have to go tear down something, that you could build your whole shop in the amount of time that you tore it down.
Well, don't forget, not everybody is in a rush. Certain things that they wouldn't have had.
I'm just talking about pure cash. I'm talking about time and money. I mean,
I totally get that. But some people have projects they want to do, but they don't do because they don't have the money. But they could do in the time it takes to reclaim that stuff because there's no time frame. They're not doing it for any specific reason that it needs to get done quickly. So that reclaiming time could actually be worth.
Well, what you learn in the construction business is that time is money, even though you think you're not spending any money, you really are in the long run. If it takes you 3 or 4 years to complete a project because you're doing it that way, I'm just trying to tell you, okay, I've got 40 years in this business, and I'm trying to help Night Strike.
I totally.
I don't really care what anybody else thinks.
Which Night Strike appreciates.
But you learn, and this is a lesson you have to learn the very hardest way possible you can think of. And I've had many projects where people they have this romantic idea about reclaiming lumber, and the reclaimed lumber industry is actually, if you go price it, it is hugely expensive to buy reclaimed lumber, and unless you are going to go out and tear something down yourself. And have you ever tried to knock nails out of a 100-year-old board? The nails rust and they basically grow into the lumber. So trying to back a nail out. So you spend, in other words, you got to think about physics. Just the labor of trying to process the material is a pain in the butt. You say, oh, I can knock nails out. Well, why spend that labor, that effort? That work. When you could be driving nails in your new lumber.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to set Tony off. And, Tony, I am getting, but again, I have to say this. Okay, scrap the plans. We're just going to get 4 shipping containers and stack them.
Oh, boy.
For anyone that doesn't get the joke, Tony, as a contractor, dislikes shipping container buildings. Period.
Well, it's just dumb. I mean, by the time you insulate, most people don't understand
you have to insulate them. You have to do everything.
Trying to cool, heat and cool a shipping container is very. If you don't do it just the right way, you're going to have a lot of moisture problems. A lot of sweating of the metal. There's a reason we don't start off building a house by putting the siding on it first. It's just you frame your structure, you put your sheeting on, you put your Tyvek, your house wrap, and then you put your siding on. And that's because you want the siding for your house is not the structure, or it's just a rain screen, right? It's not even supposed to be the thing that keeps the water out of your house, believe it or not. It's just an aesthetic thing that's placed there to make your house look good. What keeps your house dry is that weatherproof membrane that you put on, that you tape and, you know, around your windows and doors and all that. Anyway, there's a science there, and I'm sure that's all boring to most people.
Yeah, probably, but I just had to make the joke because it just felt so appropriate.
Tony, don't get me wrong. I appreciate your 40 years of experience. It's totally valuable to someone who doesn't have it and wants to do something. But not everybody has not everybody's fortunate enough to be able to, you know, start from scratch.
Yeah.
You know, I totally appreciate all the knowledge you have. It's worth a fortune.
Well,
someone like me.
it's not. Yeah, the knowledge is being on both sides of the coin. See, so I've tried those projects before, and you say to yourself, it's just like people who say they can't afford ammo. Yes, you can. Just stop buying cheeseburgers, you know, and peanut butter and bologna for a week, and you can afford ammo. It's the same thing with a building project. Just save your money, do it right. You know what I mean? That's called planning. When you're going to do a project, you plan it and you say, I need this much money, and then you save that money and then you do it. You know, I mean, you have to have a place to store. I've seen people go out and buy containers, just like Mike was saying. They'll spend $5,000 on a container to store crap.
True.
I'm going to buy a container, and then I'm going to go spend 2 years collecting old beat up lumber to put in that $5,000 container when they could have just bought $5,000 worth of lumber in the first place. You see what I mean?
And don't forget, you have the new containers which cost $5,000, but you also have the used containers and maybe even smaller containers which you can get for like $500 to $1,000. So there are other options.
That's what we call rust buckets in the construction industry.
Right, but they are still waterproof. They are still tight if they're not cracked in the wrong places.
Yeah. You'll be lucky to get one that cheap that's waterproof. The reason they're being sold to goobers trying to build houses out of them is because they're not waterproof anymore for storage purposes. They don't meet the ANSI requirements anymore, and that's why they're selling them as surplus. That's what people don't understand. They're selling these crappy containers because they're not worth using as storage containers anymore.
Well, is that the new stuff, or is that the new stuff, or is that old stuff?
The stuff that you're buying for $1,500 is not waterproof any longer. That's why
even the stuff from like 10 years, 20 years ago,
it would still be being used by someone in the business. If it was worth keeping, they wouldn't be selling it for $1,500. You see, that's just basic economics.
I'm near a port. I can get those same shipping containers for like $1,100.
Do a blower door test on them. See how tight they are.
What's a blower test?
A blower door test is what we have to do in construction when we want to find out that a structure is airtight.
Okay.
You take a blower door and you take a door or window and it gets sealed up and it has a fan on it. And you basically create a vacuum and you measure the amount of air that's being sucked into the structure. And it's amazing, you know, how much, I mean, a container would never pass a blower door test, you know, because there's no insulation, or, you know, in construction, we have, you know, insulation products. We also use foam to seal around, places where cables and, we caulk at the bottom plates of walls, and whenever we cut out a receptacle, we foam around it. It takes a lot of work to pass an air filtration test.
But what if he just wants to use it for storage and has somebody come and seal up those areas where they do find that they are weak?
What's that?
What if he just wants to use it for storage or use it for his own like little tool shed? Is it expensive to have somebody come in and seal up?
All I was saying was, even if you found, and I've already shown this. People just
I saw.
But if he took the $1,500, he could buy all the materials to frame up his walls and roof for the shed he wants to build. That's my point.
True.
And I'll do a materials list and show you. That's because that's what I'm gonna do with Mike. I'm gonna help him do a materials list and all that.
Well, when you get there, send me a ticket, and I'll come and help you guys build it, put it up.
I'm not helping build it. I'm just helping.
Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna have to contract someone.
All right, so contract Tony's guy. Send me a plane ticket, and we'll get it done.
Yeah.
No, Tony's guy does a great job. Especially the last one he did with the with Barrett's outside thing.
Oh yeah, those are just little weekend projects we do. You know, like we build like right now. I mean, we typically build houses that are $800,000-900,000. You know, I don't show a lot of those videos because most of my customers don't want their houses on video.
Makes sense.
They don't want them on YouTube. So the rare occasion that I can show them, you know, I do. So anyway, yeah, it's one of those things. Sorry, didn't mean to come in and dominate the conversation.
No, it's okay.
But since you were talking about that subject,
I could talk about this stuff all the time. I got a video where I actually do a materials list in the video of a building that's bigger than a container that I can buy the materials for less than the cost of the container. And I called the container company and got a price on the container. And I showed that you can build a 12-foot wide structure, which is what humans want to live in. Do you know by the time you insulate a container home, it's no longer 12 feet wide. A tall person can reach out their arms and touch both sides of the container. And if anybody wants to see the comparison from building a home to a container, Tony does have current videos on that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the containers don't really make sense because first it's a construction detail thing, and then it's a cost thing. So, you know, we don't, like I said earlier, we don't build the siding system for a house first and then go frame the inside of it. If that was the most efficient way to do it, we would build houses that way or any kind of structure, but it's not. That, you know, it's just not. That's not how we plan. When we're planning projects, because I'm a design build contractor, we design the structure first, not based on fixed dimensions, right? Right. If I went to a homeowner and said, your house can only be 8 feet wide and 40 feet long, they would freak out. You know, and that's not how people live. You want a normal living space should be at least 12 foot wide inside. That's just, I figured this out a long time ago. If you're trying to live in a space smaller than that, you're not going to be comfortable ever. You know, a king size bed will just barely fit in the end of a container after you insulate it and sheetrock, you know, put your wall finishes up.
Yeah. It's like looking at an apartment with the furniture before the furniture moved out and looking at the apartment when there's no furniture in there. You notice how much space you lose.
Foot wide efficiency apartment that's 16 by 18 or 16 by 19, right? Since it's one room, they'll generally make them a little bigger, but you're only getting one room.
True.
So anyway. All right, I'm going to go back to work. Sorry.
All right, later, Tony. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm used to it.
See you.
Later, Tony.
See you.
Later. All right, so I guess it's about time to, you know, call it quits and get on with the day. So with that, we'll see you guys later. Have fun, take it easy, stay safe, and shall not be infringed.
Woo! Have a great day, everybody.
That was weak, Jonas.
It puts the freedom on the skin, or else it
Shut up, Fluffy.